Hello, children. I hope you all are fine and safe at home and doing well in your studies. Today, we will going to do the revision of chapter 5 Weather and Climate. In our last video, we have already done the revision of chapter 4 Major Landforms. Children, after taking your revision of chapter 4 and 5, I am going to take the revision test on both these chapters. So, children, go through the revision of both these chapters 4 and 5. Let's start the revision of chapter 5 Weather and Climate. Check points. Write true or false. First one, changing weather conditions cause season, and the answer is true. Second point, places near the poles are hotter than places near the equator, and the answer is false. Third point, the temperature of a place decreases as the altitude increases, and the answer is true. Fourth point, winds blowing from cold regions make a place hotter, and the answer is false. Children, you can check your answers from here. Read and answer. A. Tick the correct answers. First point, the condition of the atmosphere at a given place and time is called, and the options are A. Seasons, B. Climate, C. Altitude, D. Weather, and the answer is A. Seasons. Second point, the sun rays falls directly on the areas near the, and the options are A. North Pole, B. Equator, C. South Pole, D. Antarctic Circle, and the answer is B. Equator. Third point, the water vapor or moisture present in the air is called, and the options are A. Rain, B. Humidity, C. Cloud, D. Dew, and the answer is B. Humidity. Fourth point, it is hot and humid throughout the year in the, and the options are A. Temperate zone, B. Frigid zone, C. Torrid zone, D. Mountains, and the answer is C. Torrid zone. Children, you can check your answers from here of tick the correct answer. B. Fill in the blanks. First one, the dash of a place does not change over a long period of time, and the answer is climate. Second point, the world is divided into dash major climate regions, and the answer is 7. Third point, the rays of the sun become dash as one moves away from the equator, and the answer is slanting. Fourth point, places near the coast have a dash climate, and the answer is moderate. Fifth point, the dash zone remain cold all the year round, and the answer is frigid zone. Children, you can check your answers from here. C. Answer these questions. 1. Why do places near the equator receive more heat than those near the poles? Second, write the difference between A. Weather and climate, B. Moderate climate and extreme climate. Third one, why does Chennai have a moderate climate? Fourth, how do winds influence the climate of a place? Fifth, describe the climate conditions of each heat zone. Question 1. Why do places near the equator receives more heat than those near the poles? Answer. The vertical rays of the sun falls on the surface of the earth near the equator spread over a small area. The rays become slanting at the poles, which is away from the equator. Thus, the places near the equator receives more heat than those which are away from the equator. 2. Write the difference between A. Weather and climate. Answer. Weather. It changes every day. It gives rise 2 seasons. It is for short period of time. Climate. It is not changed every day. It influences what we eat, where, and even the types of houses we live in. It is for long period of time. B. Moderate climate and extreme climate. Moderate climate. Answer. It is neither very hot in summer nor very cold in winter. It is generally found in coastal areas. Extreme climate. It is very hot in summers and very cold in winters. It is generally found in island areas. Third question. Why does the Chennai have a moderate climate? Answer. Chennai have a moderate climate throughout the year as it is near the coastal area. It is neither too hot nor too cold here. This is due to the effect of sea breeze which blows from sea to land, making the land cooler. Fourth question. How do winds influence the climate of a place? Answer. Winds influence the climate of a place by blowing from hot regions, increases the temperature, while blowing from cold regions decreases the temperature. Winds blowing from the sea make the lands cool and moist and also sometimes bring clouds and cause rainfall. Question 5. Describe the climate condition of each heat zones. Answer. The earth is divided into 3 heat zones. First, torrid zone. The torrid zone or the tropical zone lies on both sides of the equator between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The direct rays of the sun falls throughout the year makes the climate hot and humid. 2. Temperate zone. The areas lying between the torrid zone and the frigid zone in both the hemispheres are called the temperate zones. It is neither very hot nor very cold here as these zones are away from the equator and also from the poles. Third, frigid zone. The areas lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and that between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere are the frigid zones. These zones receives slanting rays of the sun. It remains cold throughout the year. Here we ends up with the revision of chapter 5 Weather and Climate. See you in the next class.